guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's go ahead and finish up the world tour here for Piccolo Jr. I do think that Piccolo Jr. is very good. Right now, I would definitely, I think, rank him as the strongest TUR. I just feel like what he's doing is very good. I really do like Goku as well. It does feel to me like they're kind of like the two strongest TURs. Oh, pretty... Well, not a very fun opening rotation, I guess, but sure, I guess, whatever. You know, I do really like Piccolo Jr.'s intro, too. Oh, damn it! I didn't... Okay, so a lot of times, when I'm doing these... I'm gonna just back out, actually. I'm just backing out. Okay, so when I do these showcases these days, I'm not really going for no item runs as much, because it's just like, you know, it was very challenging to no item a lot of these stages, you know, in the first half of 2022. But once Vegeta and Trunks dropped, every character just started blowing these stages away, right? So it's like now we have teams full of these characters that have come out like after Vegeta and Trunks, which becomes a joke, right? No iteming a lot of these, right? They're really not that impressive of runs anymore. So a lot of times when I'm doing these, I'm really just trying to show off the performance of the character more so. We could turn the intros off as well since we... just saw Piccolo's intro. My goal usually with like intros and active skill type things is I'll typically show them if it's like the character's showcase, right? I don't mind a lock, that's fine. And this Piccolo Rainbow Link level 10, awesome. That's great. So the video will have two Rainbowed Link level 10 Piccolo Juniors we could show. Now, depending upon the fight, I'm actually not the biggest fan of rocking a lot of the coolers on Piccolo Jr.'s team. For me, I really feel like I've noticed the lower performance of the cooler characters on Piccolo Jr.'s team compared to their performance when running them on Cooler's team, right? So I'm not really a fan of Piccolo Jr.'s team at all. I mean, I guess we could rock like full... like Piccolo's leader skill, it's Terrifying Conquerors, Giant, and then Gifted Warrior. We could just go like a full Piccolo lineup, but one thing you have to remember is that Piccolo Jr. doesn't work well with other Namekian characters at all. The only other one he would work well with, well, I guess would be like maybe Lord Slug or Demon King Piccolo, right? But those aren't really relevant. LR Demon King Piccolo is still actually pretty good, but that's provided you're running him with Kid Goku. He does need Kid Goku to be really good, right? That Demon King Piccolo, because you need the consistent orbs for him before he transforms, or else he's a sitting duck, is what happens with Demon King Piccolo. But Piccolo Jr.'s link set, he has, you know, some sort of like strong common villain links, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses. Then he also has the Dragon Ball Saga links, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls. But then he also has just like, you know, like random links, Giant and Tough as Nails, right? And then, of course, the last one, of course, Fierce Battle. But it just leads it to where, you know, you'd think Piccolo Jr. is like some crazy, oh, Piccolo and Namekian buff, but he's not really so much. All right, now this is good. We could link Piccolo Jr. up with AGL Metal Cooler, who is actually pretty much his best linking partner. See, that's what's so weird. Piccolo Jr.'s best linking partner is AGL Metal Cooler, basically, right? Like, very bizarre. That's why I am hoping... Goku is fine, right? Because, oh my god, wait, Goku is a Saiyan. He's just like a, you know, an Earthbred fighter, you know, pure Saiyan Goku family character, so he's completely fine. Piccolo Jr.'s numbers are down a little bit right here because he's not in slot 2 or 3, so he's not getting the 100% buff on super attack. And then remember, in slot 1, he has to get hit in order to get the multiplicative buff in slot 1, which is the, what is it, the 60% attack and defense on being hit, right? So that's why his stats were a shade lower right there. We could float off STR Cooler. All right, so this Piccolo, I mean, you can see, do these numbers, right? Like, he's at 527 right here. He gets 100% on super attack, and he's getting defense from every super attack effect. So it's like, you see a rotation like this, and this is where we can really see the strength of Piccolo Jr. Yeah, okay, so Cooler, I think Cooler needs to, like, double super, maybe triple super, or else he could get, like, one shot at the end right there, right? Like, it's... this Sin is hovering right around 1,000,000 damage. He's close to a 1,000,000 damage super attack boss. So that STR Cooler at the end, he will get toasted if the super attack is right there. If Cooler can give us a couple of supers, though, we should be in a good spot. Because remember, the thing about EZATUR Cooler... that is unfortunate, is he doesn't really, like, have the opportunity to do all those additionals, you know, frequently if the enemy can't be debuffed. The first phase, you know, we're able to debuff INT Sin, but this guy can't be debuffed, right? Because the toughest bosses in the game... Wow, really? I have really bad luck with Piccolo Jr., because... So that additional normal right there probably should have been able to proc his 50%. Oh, Cooler double. Okay, I think we will live. So, I mean, if Cooler gets supered here, we'll live. But this will allow us to get, like, Piccolo Jr. Okay, he didn't super. Okay, cool. It would allow us to get, like, the giant form transformation and stuff like that. This could work out well. Well, damn. The reason this could be pretty good is because we have a rotate. Because remember, Piccolo Jr. is pretty different in slot 1 and slot 2. So one rotation we could have him in slot 1, one rotation we could have him in slot 2. The problem here, though, if the super attack is the first hit, we take a lot of damage, but then that we wouldn't die, and that would allow us to just chain reaction, active skill, and giant form until Sin is done here. He does super attack. This is gonna hurt. This will hurt. Oh man, I mean, that's just comedy, right? Let me relax. Y'all are gonna get mad. Let me not, you know, no, I promise, I swear on everything, we're not doing a 50-minute long rant. Another dodge? What? Dude. My Piccolo Jr. has 3 dodge, though. No, it's just, no, he's in. It's the free 5 dodge, right? I mean, I can't even really go on and on, because everyone is going to have the 5 dodge in Piccolo Jr., right? Like, it's not, but that's, I do love that. That is awesome. That wouldn't have killed us, but that would have done significant damage to us. Because, again, this Sin is hovering around 1,000,000, so that, you know, really would have done, like, 500k damage or something like that right there. All right. Yeah, there you go, guys. Full dodge build on Piccolo Jr. Optimal, man. I just want to show people, because a lot of people think I put full dodge on every single character, which I don't. There's a lot of, I think, arguments for most characters, but I do think that this guy's value of what he's doing, like with his active skill and his giant form and stuff like that, I really did feel very comfortable giving this guy an offensive build. And specifically, as you guys can see, I gave him really elite equips that are giving him attack buff as well. So my Piccolo Jr.'s attack number should be a bit higher. Okay, well, I mean, that basically just, I mean, easy peasy, right? Like, that was pretty good. Sure, I'll take that. Awesome. Now, I guess if we don't 5 dodge the super attack right there, though, we get to see Piccolo Jr. dominate in a little bit of a different way, because we would have gone into his giant transformation. We would have been able to use his active skill as well, right? Remember, both the giant form and the active skill are HP restricted, which means, you know, you're not going to have the most consistency ever with those abilities, but they are ridiculously busted, right? We now know how uber powerful these giant transformations can be. Now, I've seen a lot of people consider it a glitch. I don't think so. The giant form. So, like, when a character goes into a giant form and then the boss, I should tweet about this, because I saw, like, someone tweet that, oh, you know, it's stupid to consider that and how good Orange Piccolo and Piccolo Jr. are. the fact that when you go giant form, the boss can't super attack, you know, or like special abilities like, you know, the 8th anniversary SHENRON cannot do his AoE normals, but it's not a glitch, right? Because the reason it happens, and I do think it's fair to put that in your evaluation for Piccolo Jr. and Orange Piccolo, this is something that's been in the game since day one. It's just, I feel like this is something that's a little bit more noticeable now because bosses are way tougher, right? And these giant transformations are things we can control. Remember, way back in the day, if we pull up the giant category, way back in the day, all of the giant characters were just these shitty-ass OG, like, Saiyans that, you know, it's like a 10% chance they'll go grade ape or something like that. And we just never really had a chance to notice, I feel like most of the players, that like these giant transformations are causing the bosses to then not be able to super attack or not do some of these special abilities. And I believe the reason why this occurs is specifically because these giant transformations don't count as an actual turn, right? So it's like, if we would transform with Piccolo Jr. right here, it's turn 6. So then, you know, Piccolo Jr. could do 2 or 3 turns of attacks, but when we would leave the giant transformation, it's still turn 6. So the boss is like, I assume the way it works is that the boss is already like marked, they've already super attacked, right? Or, you know, 8th Anniversary Sin has already done his AoEs. It's not a glitch. It's just because of the fact that the game does not count those giant characters as actually taking up turns, I think is the way it works. I think if Dokkan was going to fix this, it would be the giant transformations would count turns. So like if we transform Piccolo Jr. right here, this is turn 6, and then he's in, you know, Piccolo Jr. giant form for a second turn, that's turn 7, and then he reverts and then it's turn 8. That would get rid of it. But keep in mind, if this is something that Dokkan wanted to get rid of, they would have. Like, some of these things have been found before, and then Dokkan, I mean, they definitely do keep an eye, and they get rid of some of it, so. Wait a minute. This is... I do want to kill. Do we put Piccolo Jr. in slot 3 right here? What do I do? Oh, this is actually not good. Because this is completely RNG based, right? Like, we... Oh, no, no, no. We have no chance of surviving. Because, okay. The coolers are going to take a little damage here. A little bit of damage. Well, metal cooler is probably going to take a little bit more than a little. But then if Piccolo Jr. gets to the point where he can live Omega Super, which he could if he, like, triple or quad supered, Omega would die. I don't... Dude, he's a 636. No, he does probably just live, huh? Let's do this. EGL Metal Cooler is probably going to have to come in clutch with some dodges. My Metal Cooler is full dodge. This is a little bit of damage. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, because he's an extreme class unit. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, we should be good then. Metal Cooler will take a little bit of damage, but again, we got the full dodge build. Hopefully he could dodge, you know, 1 or 2 hits or something like that. I don't think Metal Cooler... We didn't have a chance to really build him up, did we? I like this Metal Cooler, but he's, you know, yet the 5,000th character that does have to get hit to build up, right? Which can be very problematic. Okay. Okay, good. Perfect, perfect. Nice dodge. That saved us a little bit of damage. So, if Piccolo Jr... So... I think if we do a second super, which he did, pretty sure we live. I think he lives here, right? Because, I mean, just by supering, he killed. Okay. Just by supering, he was at like 1.2 million defense, wasn't he? Plus, then the 30% super attack effect. Because it's like, Piccolo Jr. and Goku, like, when they're fully built up, or nearly fully built up, and, like, you also have their intro up, their stats are just ridiculous, right? Like, that was Piccolo Jr. I'm not sure. I wasn't super tracking how built up he was by the end there. But he had his intro buff still up. So it's just like, you know, it's the damage and stuff like that he's doing. Again, he would have lived Omega Super right there. Omega Super still is one of the harder hitting super attacks in the game. his damage on the super attack has not fallen off at all. It's just you always know where it's going to be, right? Because he's a countdown boss. But yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I might do a video on that giant transformation thing and just sort of address that and why I do think. I mean, it's good. It's something I don't... So again, I think the way Dokkan would fix it is by making these giant forms actually take multiple turns. But I don't think it's something they should do. I think it makes these giant transformations actually have value, right? So I think it's pretty good for these characters. And now it means that these transformations are very strong if they can get rid of these big boss major attacks, right? So let me know what you guys think. I'll probably do a separate video on that as well. Thanks, guys, for watching. Even though I did do one pretty recently, didn't I? But I'll probably do another one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.